Well, this would be
They go through every line. Like,
prime time for a walking talk.
Would say that it's like the
Damn.
very best possible line
When you
for
wake up
everyone.
at like
And I think that
5
is just,
o'clock
like, that does not
PM?
happen on television really enough. Oh my god.
No, there's no walking.
They're so great. And just
And this is what it looks like to be me outside. Well, actually, I'm not even outside yet. But I'm going to leave it like this for a second because this is what it looks like to me at fucking 6 o'clock in the afternoon, evening, I guess. This is what it looks like to me outside. Y'all get to see a whole lot more than I do. I left it like this, because this is what I see. This is what y'all see outside. This is what I see. Now I'm finna turn on the goddamn porch light. Oh man. It is late. I laid down to go to sleep today and just didn't wake the fuck up. Even though, well, I laid down this morning to go to sleep. My hours are all the hell off. So I can't even blame, you know, sleeping long and sleeping late. My hours are just off. So I won't even, I'll be up until 5, 6 o'clock in the morning at this point. So that's what I got to look forward to. But so I ain't got a walk and talk to do because usually I'd be out walking the streets. I do a sit and chat in the house, but like I said, I don't have the house to myself, so I can't speak freely. Well, I can't speak freely. I'm one of those people that I don't like for when I'm talking where everybody can fucking hear me. It's just like when I'm out in public on the phone or something like that, and some people don't give a fuck. I don't like everybody just listening in. Taking it, I'm sitting here recording shit to put on the internet for everybody to fucking hear. So, the logic in that. Didn't know what the fuck I really wanted to talk about, but I wanted to put something out for my walk and talk today, so I guess we can talk about stimulus. I don't know what's going on with the election. I know they're still counting votes and ballots. I get little news articles on my phone with motherfuckers talking about, yeah, we hand counting shit. And talking about votes that hadn't been received and the post office still got ballots and shit. I'm like, come on, man, get y'all shit together. And I don't really care because, like I said on my shit before, I'm a fucking non-voter, so I don't give a fuck about the hell. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the fucking election. Trump get in, she gonna get fucked up. From what I'm hearing about what the whole Biden situation, what they trying to do when they get in, I'm not gonna be happy with that either. So whatever. And somebody said, yo, when you vote, you need to vote, even if you don't like either of the candidates. What's the fucking point? If you don't like any of the candidates, don't vote for either of the candidates if you don't like them. You know, somebody said you just need to vote. Not that you don't have to vote for them too. You vote for somebody else, but it's a wasted vote either way. So whatever. I'm keeping up with well, as far as keeping up, as far as I'm concerned, with the whole stimulus check thing, and I know they going back and forth doing a whole bunch of fucking nothing. Like I said, we supposed to have gotten about 3 or 4 goddamn checks by now. If they trying to stimulate or they trying to help. And the thing where I was, on my opinion, I'm like, okay, they gave us a stimulus check. They gave all this money out to these businesses, which by now has been long expended. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even mention that they trying to do another fucking shutdown. And once Biden get in office, they gonna want to do another fucking shutdown. And they try to do a whole bunch of shutdown, and they gonna pay everybody shit, for like 4 to 6 weeks to try to get the coronavirus under control. And they do a 4 to 6 week shutdown, and the government, some kind of way, is supposed to be paying people bills and shit like that. And I'm like, you can't even get a goddamn stimulus check out to somebody, which is based on the low levels. And when I say label, the stimulus check is based on the lowest social level, approximate financial expenditure for the month. $1,200 motherfucking dollars. That's what they gave us a stimulus on. That's what that was based on. $1,200 is based on that. You know what I'm saying? Because if once you go to middle and upper class, that $1,200, the people that they giving that $1,200 to, $1,200 ain't shit to them. It ain't. $1,200 ain't shit to the majority of the people that got the fucking stimulus checks. Because they was giving stimulus checks to people that make up, the first time was it under 100,000? And then they start talking about like under 70 or some shit like that. You got fucking $70,000 and above coming to your motherfucking home a year. $1,200 ain't doing shit for you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. So they try to pass out the money, the stimulus. No, you take that money and give it to the lower class and the actual working lower medium class. What the hell? Middle class, lower medium class. I said it again after I corrected myself. I'm so stupid. You know what I'm saying? You pass the money out to them, and they tried with the small businesses, and a lot of people got into the shit with taking money that they don't need, which you knew that was gonna fucking happen. But yeah, we got all this shit going on with all those Senate and representative people. I don't fucking know them names. I don't fucking care. Because at this point, it don't matter. Because you can't nobody do shit on their own. President can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? At least nothing that matters towards us. You know what I'm saying? He can do shit as far as the government. You know what I'm saying? It was they can do shit as far as the government. But as far as the people, no. A lot of that shit gonna have to fall towards, our representatives, and a lot towards the states themselves. The states themselves gonna have to step it up some kind of way. However they do it, I don't know. But they fighting back and forth with all this money, and then all this different money is going around. You know what I'm saying? They got boom. We're gonna get this to this, this to this, but the money to the people is always the fucking same. It's always $1,200. It's always $1,200. That's how you can tell that those people are out of fucking touch. They are. They out of fucking touch. Those representatives and them motherfucking senators and people up there, they've been living that life for so fucking long. They got $50, $60, $100, $200 million in their personal bank accounts. Been politicians their whole life. They have no idea what the fuck is going on. I don't give a damn how much they call themselves rolling through their districts and shit like that. They don't fucking know. They've been out of touch. They've been out of it too goddamn long. $1,200 ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? $1,200 ain't shit. And you can't expect for the goddamn government to just bail everybody out. At a certain point, shit is just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Shit is just ridiculous. And I'm like, okay, y'all giving $1,200. All right, you giving $1,200, you know, to families that are doing well. You know what I'm saying? That are already doing well. You giving them $1,200, and then for some it's another $1,200 for each kid. I don't know. I think it might be less for each kid, $500 or whatever the fuck it is. But it was another one they had come out with. They was giving like $1,200 for adults, and then it was like, you know, another $1,200 for kids, something like that. I mean, the amount that they was giving was the same for the kids. I'm like, why the fuck are you giving $1,200 for the fucking kids? Now the reduced amount I can understand, but the full payment, I'm like, no, you take that money. You give a motherfucker that got a family of fucking 3, 2 adults, that's $2,400 goddamn dollars. And then for their kids, you give them a couple $100, maybe $400 or some shit like that. The rest of that money you put back in the pool, calculate that to go out to the actual people. You know what I'm saying? Like folks like me and the other lower middle and lower class should get larger checks. I'm sorry, that's just how the fuck it go. We should get larger checks. We should get larger checks because most of us are the ones that are out of fucking work. You know, if you already receiving fucking unemployment and shit like that, you probably shouldn't get it. If you actually working right now, you probably shouldn't get it. If you working and you've been working this whole goddamn time, no, you probably shouldn't get a fucking stimulus check. You know, that's how I feel. If I was working, I wouldn't want it. I didn't file for fucking unemployment. I hadn't worked, and I hadn't worked in fucking 2 years. And when this shit come around, it was the fucking prime time for me to hop on that try to get some free goddamn money. But I'm not like that. I get enough free. I don't get enough free money, but I get free money now, just on the fact that I'm on goddamn disability. So, and yes, I did get a stimulus check, and that stimulus check was gone because I have to pay property tax because I own that property right there. I own this house. I own those vehicles. That building right there and the property on the other side of that. So, yeah. That little $1,200 gone. Zoop. And $1,200 didn't even cover all of it. So, yeah. And that's for somebody, that's just from a regular unemployed motherfucker. $1,200 gonna do. Harris County got that. Harris County got that money right there. So the way they dispensing this money is not the most efficient. Because I'm like, and at this point, I'm like, we should get retroactive. We should get retroactive stimulus. I don't know no better way to fucking say that shit, but yeah, we should get retroactive stimulus. We should get an amount that includes payment, maybe not a full $1,200 since they not gonna get off of that, but it shouldn't be $1,200. We get a stimulus, it should be like maybe by 4. I'm just saying it should be by $4 grand right about now because at this point we should have received a few stimulus checks by now, based on the folks that's going through all this shit, through folks that live in states that had extended mandatory lockdowns, and folks like me and stuff that can't find fucking work. Not like I ain't been applying. I tell you that goddamn much. Just because motherfuckers say they hiring don't mean they gonna hire. You know. So you talking about stimulus, you talking about people, you know, it's people like me. I was supposed to have started the job. Corona hit, bam, no job. You know what I'm saying? Right before I was supposed to fucking start. I can't even talk. It's chilly out here. I ain't got no shirt on, man. Right before I was supposed to fucking start. And hadn't been able to find work. I've been sitting in the house since whenever the fuck that was. I can't even remember. Way back early in the earlier part of the year. You know? Everybody ain't been able to get employed or get back on their motherfucking feet. You know, because of this whole thing. Now, they the ones said they, you know, they was gonna push out this money. So if you wouldn't gonna do it, then you shouldn't have said it. You know, don't start doing something if you ain't gonna fucking finish it. So we're gonna give out this stimulus check to give people some relief or whatever. It's not relief, because the people that they giving the money. I would gauge to say that more than half of the people that's going to receive stimulus checks don't need stimulus checks, and don't forget that a lot of people that got stimulus checks not even alive. They're sending stimulus checks to people that been dead before Corona was even a thing. You know what I'm saying? So they still got that money sitting there. That money ain't went to nobody. You know, so. They got money to help the people that need it. Our government, they so fucking stupid. I mean, they gonna want to try to do everything to try to please everybody. You're not gonna be able to do that. You already know that. If a motherfucker been working, I mean, the government got access to everybody's records, life records. You know, everything you fucking do for the most part. If it take longer to get out. If you've been working this whole goddamn time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about working people I'm talking about those people that's making, you know, above average fucking pay. You know what I'm saying? And you've been working this whole goddamn time. No stimulus check for you. Life hasn't changed for you unless you done actually got sick from this shit. You know what I'm saying? That means you ain't nothing changed for you. You've been doing what you've been doing. 2020 hadn't really affected you. You get up, you go to work, you come home, boom, you pay your little bills, you do that. The only thing now is that you gotta maybe order your food or some shit like that instead of going out to eat. You might have been stuck in the house or your free time. But other than that, you working. Ain't nothing changed. You gonna get some money because of that. No, man, that shit goes to people like me. You know, it goes to people like me and other people out here. The only reason they got food, the only reason they got food is because of other people's charity. Not because of anything they was able to do on their own. The only reason they in there fucking up, and the reason they got a place to live right now is because still in a lot of places, they just not doing evictions. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta think, that rent ain't forgiven. It's not. That rent is not forgiven. You still owe that rent. You know what I'm saying? You still owe that rent. I don't hear too many people say that, but a lot of that rent ain't forgiven. And then that rent that ain't forgiven, that ain't being paid, you know what I'm saying? That shit trickles on. You know, landlords and shit like that, that's their money. At this point, they fucking jobs. What the fuck is $1,200 gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Why give somebody $2,400 for their children? You know what I'm saying? You give somebody $2,400 for their children, and they only thing they finna go do is hop on fucking Amazon or eBay or wherever they fucking shop and spend that money up like that. Which is the fucking point. You know what I'm saying? That money is supposed to go out in there, but it's not going out to where it's needed. That money's for to go out, go back into some giant corporation that already got billions. That's what's for the fucking happen. You give people stimulus money, boom. That money does not, you know, unless somebody is actually just down and out, like people I'm talking about. You know, the only reason they eating and sleeping right now is because, you know, legally they can't get put out of their fucking apartments. You know, just can't get evicted. That's about it. You give somebody, you gonna give them $1,200. $1,200 won't cover. They can't pay their rent with that. They gotta eat that money up. They gotta eat that motherfucking money up. Boom. What food, shit like that. Might got to buy clothes, shoes. You know what I'm saying? Depending if they got kids and shit like that. If they got smaller kids, you know, over the last couple of months, them motherfuckers done grew. They need more clothes. You know, and them motherfuckers got to eat. I'm on a fast right now, but I'm a grown ass motherfucker. I can go a couple days without eating. You know what I'm saying? Little kids, they need food because they growing. You don't want to stunt their fucking growth. You know what I'm saying? Really? Yeah, so, you know, just the way this whole thing been going, motherfuckers want to push out little bills. Republicans want to push out this money to these companies. You know what I'm saying? They want to push this money out to all these fucking companies. And of course the Democrats always, you know, they got the money they want to send out for the people and the companies. The Republicans are always about the companies, not so much about the actual people themselves. And now they fighting, you know, well, they've been fighting. And then you got Trump that just said, you know, dude, we need a stimulus package. We need a big one. Get it done. Well, that's not, just because Trump said that don't mean shit. Ain't first time you talking about, I see the headline that said, that, like he said it and he mean business. Give a fuck. He been saying that. He said it several times over the summer. You know what I'm saying? He been saying that. I want a stimulus package done. You know what I'm saying? I want money to go to the people. Trump been saying that shit. He ain't got the power to make motherfuckers do it. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the specific power to have money sent to the people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the exact fucking legislation and all that shit, but he doesn't have that authority.